Skyeye. It's a mini Syma x15 clone, or the UDI. It's out-hold. It had a camera that come with it, but today, honestly, while digging stuff out of a box, I pulled the camera wires out of the camera, but it shortened the distance on it, or the range, and it took actually good video, believe it or not, for what it is. And here's the remote. Here's speed, out-hold, and return to home. I see. This is headless mode and return to home, and this here spin. It spins around like the XK380 does. It's the one key takeoff. No, here's one key takeoff. It's actually a real good flyer. It don't have the batteries dead, is it? Okay, I had it in headless mode. It will not let it. I'm bagging garbage up today. My truck's been tore up, and Cousin Gene come over here and help me. I wish it had a way to cut the lights off. It will not let it go real high, so it's actually really a child's toy. But I tell you, it flies so good on the ground. It's so little tricky. It's just fun. And I think my wife got it for me. It was $19.99. You know, they could, right when they had stuff, it was a lot cheaper. Now watch the spin. It just does that itself. I mean, I've actually used it when I was heading to a tree like that, and stopped myself. But around here, there's so many darn limbs, I get tangled up in everything. She got me a new pair of glasses, and I don't know if it helped or hurt. There's low. I got where I've been flying in a second. I call them gears, like changing a car. It eats a battery. The only battery that lasts more than about 3 or 4 minutes is a Tatooine 3.7, 350, or 380, 300. A lot of them, they actually are 300s, and they just tell you that they're other MAH. A lot of the companies do. That's like the little 240 that went in the Syma X11C. I think it was a Hornet. The C had the camera, and the X11 came without it, and that was one of the best flying drones you could get, and it would bind with the X8C transmitter. And you imagine a little drone this size, or the JJRC 1000 size, going 800 meters. And not only that, but the remote that came with the Syma X11C would bind with the X5C or the X8C and give tremendous range. I mean tremendous range. It added more pitch. I mean, it didn't give you as much range as the Syma X8C transmitter did, but it did more than the X5C transmitter. But for some reason, it would actually, the X11 transmitter, when you bound it to a, see, that's where I'm bad about. When you bound it to a X5C, it would give it just a tad more pitch to the X5C, and would add range. There was a guy, Wobblecopter, I believe is his name. I follow a lot of his videos when I first started, and Full Metal Hell Eye, DJ Soul Force, Quadcopter 101. He's the one that was the innovator for the X8C and the V262 WL toys. He's the master on that drone. Probably a lot of them. Only thing about him, he'll tell you they're all good. Frequent Flyer and DJ Soul Force and Full Metal Hell Eye and J-Drone too on top of that. If the sucker ain't no good, so like you don't have to mash the button to take off neither. If it ain't no good, they'll tell you, hey, it ain't no good. But J Drone's kind of like me. He's better at it than I am. I ain't gonna downgrade by putting him. Lower the volume all the way and then hit the power button. Volume all the way. It's a very agile little drone. I mean, it's for fun. Like I said, it's perfect for a kid. And not only that, it took good pictures. It said it was a 2 megapixel camera. I mean, I put a class 10 card in it, and you can actually tilt or lower the head on the camera. And it took very, very good video. Wasn't no jello. You know, it hadn't been crashed or nothing. It was out of the box. And there was another drone that had this remote, and Frequent Flyer did a video on it about 3 years ago, and it was kind of like the, thank you, it was kind of like the, that'd be killer. The 16th, one that's got y'all's picture on it. Okay, thanks.